News 4 Today starts now.
It's 5:06. Today we honor our veterans across the country who have served, but many of them are still living on the streets.
News 4's Chris Lawrence is live in Northwest D.C. with more on a special event today that will make a difference for many people who've served our country. Chris?
Yeah, Aaron, it'll do so with two very simple things: breakfast and the simple act of kindness. In about 90 minutes, Miriam's Kitchen is going to start serving breakfast here to homeless people across the district. Many of them are veterans, and the people doing the serving are veterans themselves who used to be on the street. Now they're housed. Now they want to give back. This starts at 6:30 in about 90 minutes. And the need has really never been greater. While nationally the number of homeless vets has been falling, in D.C. we have seen a spike. Just about 2 years ago, in 2016, there were about 350 homeless vets living on the streets in D.C. Last year, that number almost doubled. So there is an urgent need for this across the district. In about 45 minutes, we're going to be taking you inside as they start to get the meals ready. And then at 6:30, you'll be seeing some of those meals served here on Veterans Day. Reporting live in Northwest D.C., Chris Lawrence, News 4.
A tremendous effort. Chris, thanks so much.
5:46 right now. Today we honor our veterans across the country who've served, but many of them are still living on the streets.
News 4's Chris Lawrence is live in Northwest D.C. now with more on a special event today that will help many people who've served our nation. Chris, good morning.
Hey, it's going to do it with two things: breakfast and the simple act of kindness. Take a look behind me. This is going to get started in just about an hour from now, a little less than an hour. The need is great here in D.C. Although homelessness nationally has been going down, here in D.C. the number of homeless vets has really spiked. Just a couple years ago, there were only about 350 homeless vets on the street in the district. Last year, that number almost doubled. So here's what's going to happen. At 6:30, they're going to open the doors here at Western Presbyterian Church, and Miriam's Kitchen will start serving breakfast for the next couple hours to homeless people across the city, many of them veterans. The people who will be doing that serving are actually veterans themselves, many of them who have been homeless at one point in their life. One of the men who's going to be here was homeless for 17 years. He is now housed and healthy. He's going to be sharing his story of how Miriam's Kitchen was able to help him. We'll be taking you inside coming up in the next hour. For now, reporting live in Northwest D.C., Chris Lawrence, News 4.
Right now, the events continue to help veterans in D.C.
Breakfast should be starting to be served for veterans who are living on the streets. News 4's Chris Lawrence is live in Northwest D.C. now with more on a special event today. Chris?
Yeah, Aaron, call it breakfast with a side of kindness. They're going to start serving some of the homeless population here in D.C. In just a couple minutes, they'll be opening the doors here. Miriam's Kitchen, the volunteers have been hard at work. You can take a look behind me. They have been in that kitchen preparing a wonderful breakfast, and the need has really never been greater. Housing advocates say while they have made great strides and great progress, because so many people are living in poverty, literally a hair away from being homeless, as fast as they get housing for one veteran, there's another veteran that comes online and needs to be housed as well. So the need is always there. I want to introduce you now to Bill Whitner. Bill, he did 2 tours in Vietnam. You were homeless for the better part of 17 years. What got you off the street?
Well, Miriam's Kitchen was instrumental in getting me off the street, and that's why I try to come back and help out whenever I can. And I do a lot of speeches and that kind of thing for Miriam's, and it's a privilege to do that. And hopefully it will help them get funding and get more veterans off the street.
What is it going to feel like today to be able to serve some of your fellow veterans who are still living on the street right now?
Well, many of them I know, and it's an honor and a privilege.
Right. Well, it was an honor and a privilege to meet you, talk to you, and we're going to be spending a lot of time over the next couple hours with Bill as he and the other volunteers serve a wonderful breakfast to the veterans. Again, you can come down here anytime from 6:30 till about 8:30 this morning. They're going to be working hard to make sure the homeless veterans in D.C. have a hot, healthy meal and are treated with dignity. Reporting live in Northwest D.C., Chris Lawrence, News 4.
Wonderful effort there. Chris Lawrence live for us. Chris, thank you.